So for part two, we'll just start off by talking about why they came up with this answer. I think it'd be really important to facilitate the conversation, work out where their logic was, why they made the mistake, and that can lead into the core theory. So the core theory is effectively that A, we need to have a common denominator, and B, we need to add the numerators together, but not the denominators when we're adding together. So we could just use this example where we already have the common denominator. If we look at a third plus a third, hopefully the students will recognise that we keep the denominator the same, so we would have 3, and then we add the two numerators together to get 2. Now back to this question. What we need to do here is actually find a common denominator. The common denominator is also known, or we can also find that out by getting the lowest common multiple. Now in this case we can times 2 by 3 to get 6, and we know that they're both divisible by 2 and 3. So if we use here 6 as the denominators, how do we get the numerators? Now when we simplify fractions, and in this example, all we need to do is do the same to the top as we're doing to the bottom. So let's look at this side. What have we done here? We have times 2 by 3 to get 6. So we just need to do the same to the top, which means it's 3. And on this side we have times 3 by 2. So what we need to do is get the 1 at the top, times it by 2, and then we have 2 6. Hopefully then they will understand when we move it across, the key thing, we keep the denominator the same, and we add the numerators to get 5 6, which is our correct answer. Now for this, what I probably do is get the students coming up, answering a few more complex questions, go through a few more examples, and then as a group we'd have a discussion about the theory and then move on to the next steps.